me who you are, where you're from, and you know what you're all about.
Okay, well, I'm knitting and I'm getting an interview. My name's Elizabeth Russell, and I live in Rock Island, Illinois, where I've lived off and on for the last 15 years.
Right on, Rock Island, at the Catholic Worker.
I started out at the Catholic Worker,
okay.
Dorothy Day Catholic Worker with Chuck Trafkus.
Oh,
and,
with Chuck, yeah.
Yeah, and Steve Wolford and Lenore Yarker, who are at Silk Hope, Catholic Worker in North Carolina now.
All right,
so,
cool. And there's your knitting, yeah.
Knitting.
you are constantly knitting. So you make these as gifts, as you sell them. What do you do with them?
I do not sell my knitting.
Good for you. Right on. Right on. Good.
I mean, I make money other ways.
Yeah,
right.
You teach, right?
Yeah,
right.
I'm a math tutor.
Math, yeah.
And a bookkeeper.
Yeah, all right. So do you use a real wool or is this a synthetic wool?
Okay, this one is synthetic only because I'm making it for a baby.
Okay.
I usually use wool.
Yeah. Is it easy to find?
Wool?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Still, you cannot find wool anymore.
Oh.
I go all the way to the border of Uruguay where they have a lot of sheep.
Oh, now Uruguay would have a lot of wool because they have nice stuff that I buy here.
Oh, yeah.
Manos al Uruguay is one of the companies that I like.
Really, I'm not familiar with the companies, but we go to the border and it's an open border, so you can just go across the street.
That's great.
Just, there's all those old little shops that, that shop sells only wool products.
That's nice.
That's
nice.
Yeah, and then you have the other shop that sells only making clothes like product. It's just the kind of atmosphere there. So, anyway, you've come to Sugar Creek many a times before.
This is my 16th Sugar Creek.
16th time. Wow, that's exciting.
Yeah.
Man, wow, you're keeping track, aren't you?
15 years. Well, it's 15 years and it's my 16th one.
Oh, so you've come to every one.
Yeah.
Wow, now that's a record. I'm not sure if somebody's got that record.
Oh, I don't know. I'm sure maybe some people.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm a...
Amazing. Yeah.
So,
very impressive. Yeah, and your kids are growing. Is everybody happy?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah?
Yeah, my son came here when he was 2 and a half in diapers.
Yeah, I think I might have pictures of him in diapers.
And then my daughter was here also in diapers, but she's 9 now.
Yeah.
So, so I came here with her. I was pregnant with her, and then I came here with her. So,
yeah. Cool. Right on.
Yeah, I remember because, September 11th, I was pregnant with her, and we came to Sugar Creek right after that.
Wow.
I remember that one pretty vividly.
I must have missed that Sugar Creek, I think. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Awesome. So what kind of words of wisdom on the Catholic philosophy do you have to share with us?
Well, I'm all about the long haul, trying to figure out how to be sustainable, how to keep doing this, because I approach the Catholic Worker completely as my basis of spirituality. So I wasn't Catholic when I came to the Catholic Worker, but I liked the idea of following gospel values and being able to find a way to have your faith inform your everyday life. So that's what drew me to the Catholic Worker in the first place. I used to live in another intentional Christian community in Ohio with Art and Peggy Gish, who are Christian Peacemaker team folks. And so anyway, it just seemed a natural progression to be involved with the Catholic Worker movement.
And you definitely stuck with it. I mean,
Yeah.
So what's happening in general in the Quad Cities where you're at?
Well, we have the Davenport Catholic Worker now with Michael Gaiman. That's been 1 year running now. He takes in homeless men for the most part, and provides meals, and so our family is involved with that on a kind of peripheral level. My husband meets with them once a week with coffee, and they kind of talk about the homeless folks and the kind of the struggles and issues that maybe hospitality brings. And also because they tend to know a lot of the same guys because they're dealing with the same population a lot. We have kind of an open house. We don't have a shingle out. We don't, have an official name, even though we kind of joke around the Roman Catholic Worker, But we're not roaming so much anymore. And but people in the community know us. They know who we are, and like if they, want to know how to get connected with service projects, for instance. like I'm a homeschooler, and in our Catholic homeschooling community, I'm the service coordinator.
Oh.
So people come to me asking about service ideas, and
wow.
so I try to channel them.
So
into,
you got a big spider web of connections that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
wow,
I've been. It's kind of a small. It's a small town, sort of. You know,
Yeah.
Rock Island and the larger Quad Cities is not that big.
Right.
In a lot of ways.
Yeah.
And yeah, we've been there long enough, and we've been involved in a number of different things. I mean, Chris is involved. My husband is involved with De La Cerda House, which is like the AIDS hospice, and they provide housing for people who are HIV positive. And so we actually are involved with folks with that, through that. And then then also we both are involved with an evening meal that used to be part of St. Joseph Catholic Church, where there was a Catholic worker house in Rock Island, was in the rectory at St. Joe's.
Yeah.
And I'm like Bernd, who's in Dortmund. He's a Catholic worker who's still in Dortmund. He actually spent time at the Catholic worker in the rectory at St. Joe's.
How about that?
And so that meal site's been going on for, I don't know, 35 years.
Wow. That's impressive.
But it's not because the Catholic Church is no more. They demolished it. Thank you.
They did demolish it.
Yeah, the bishop, made that decision. It was a little heartbreaking. But the evening meal continues at the township building, which they graciously let us, use.
Wow.
And 5 nights a week.
Wow.
And it pulls
That's a lot of hours.
The entire community. I mean, like the Greek
Right.
Orthodox Church cooks once a month. This Presbyterian
The
Church.
Jewish.
Yeah, I mean, everybody gets involved. It's really lovely that way.
Wow.
So my husband supervises 2 nights a week, and I used to supervise on Mondays, but mostly I do a lot of math tutoring. So
yeah, cool. So I know the Quad Cities, Rock Island, Davenport, all those cities around there have had like a hardship with economic, in the last 15, 20 years. How are things looking right now? Any better?
I'm terribly not connected with that.
That's okay.
Really
That's
terrible.
okay. It's okay.
I know it's true. It's economically depressed. So that part I know.
I mean, how many people come to your soup kitchen, for instance?
Oh, there are 50 plus a night.
Every night. Wow.
Yeah, and I know the food pantry is always being used. Yeah, that's also in the same building.
Wow.
So yeah, I mean, I know that it's being hit. I have a number of friends who are having a hard time finding work.
Yeah.
We no longer have the Case and International Harvester.
Right, all those big companies.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, John Deere is there, but they're not. It's not what it used to be in terms of. Now the people that I know who are involved with John Deere tend to be more the executives and not, kind of your everyday
the workers,
people.
Yeah.
So the Arsenal's a huge employer.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a little sticking point, right?
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's a touchy issue there.
Yeah.
So, in closing, any wisdom that you have to share with us about the world perspective, the Catholic worker perspective, and where
I guess I think it's a great way to raise your family. It's a great way to live your faith out, and I'm really happy that my kids have had the opportunity to have this larger family known as the Catholic worker. It's really fun.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Mauro.
Thanks a lot. Appreciate it. Thank you. Nice job.